So, yeah, my day was good. It's just that it was crazy, And I was saying this to your colleague, right? That it is because I'm doing gratitude that everything is being thrown towards me. Like everything that could possibly go wrong on a day went wrong this morning. And every single time I was left with the choice to decide, am I going to start complaining or am I going to be grateful? Am I going? And listen, I complained. I was upset at some point. But I think I conquered the day by not letting it take me down, you know? At some point, I was just like, I'm going home. I'm going home. I just need to breathe and have tea. Because I felt like the more things were happening outside, the worse I was becoming. And by the time I got to work, I'd had a full eventful morning. By the time I got to work, I was just like, God damn. Like I needed to take my car in because it's got issues suddenly. I needed to take it in. And then I decided on an attire last night, and then I needed like a full attire because wear this with this. I couldn't find where my helper put my shoes. I don't know why they were not where they stay. Then I couldn't, and then I tried to buy data because I was home the whole of last week, so I was in the Wi-Fi. So my phone didn't realize it didn't have data until yesterday. So now I'm trying to get data this morning. My app is not allowing me to buy data. And then I tried to find my work phone because then I can use it. I can't find my work phone. I don't know where my helper put it. And then I was spinning. And you guys remember that I broke my ankle, so there's things that I put inside of my shoes. And I did that, and then I didn't do it because now I can't find the shoes that I wanted. So I thought I'm gonna wear the shoes that are in the car. So I take the inners from my sneakers and then hold them so that I can put them in the shoes in the car. I forget my inners on top of the table. By the time I got to the fitment center, I was going crazy. Then because I couldn't do my makeup, I normally do my makeup in the car. So now I just took the stuff from the big makeup bag, threw them in my bag for me to do my makeup when I get to the fitment center while I wait for my Uber. And then I get there, I didn't put in the brush for my face. It's those small things that if they pile up, like you wanna go crazy because it's just like, yes, this. And then now I need to call an Uber from the fitment center to work. I can't because I don't have data, so I can't call Uber. I had to call my brother. I'll text rather because I don't have airtime. I can't buy airtime. Then I had SMSs. Okay, they texted. They got me an Uber. Went to office. I get to the office. I don't have my access card. It's like I was like, ngeke. There's no way. This is the devil trying to attack me. There's no ways. And then so back in my life, like back a long time ago, when before I knew who I am and what I wanted and my passion, I used to be a business analyst. So I used to create like dashboards and stuff like that. So I know how to do cute stuff, right? So today I'm trying to do a basic graph. I don't know how to do a graph on Excel. I tried, I did everything. And I was like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I took my book, because there's this book, the notebook for the office. I took it and I went to the kitchen and I sat down and I wrote 10 things I'm grateful for because I could feel myself going down. I was like, I'm actually going to do an exercise for today's homework. I'm going to do it while I'm here. And then I started writing the things that I'm grateful for about my work, but I got to 25 because it was really good. Like, I was like, oh my God. It made me realize how much I appreciate that company. And then I did the homework on the spot because I felt like, no, 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 I'm going to go down if I don't get a grip of this. So I did it. And then, yeah, then I was back. And when I got home, I got such great news from my old client. I think I worked with her in 2023. Yeah, we did work together in 2023. But she's been like following the stuff I'm doing, right? She's not like necessarily. I think most of my clients are not necessarily strangers. So yes, we did work privately, but like they'll join the lives, they'll see my posts, comments, you know what I mean? Like those, they not. I don't think they become strangers unless before I had TikTok. But even this one was before TikTok because this was 2023 when we did work together. So this year in April, when we were doing the gratitude challenge, she joined their lives and then we were doing. And today she gave me like such great news. She got a job. So in the process of these things, there's one we were doing money, and then what she wrote is what she wanted, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't call my company Atlechang by mistake. Atlechang means succeed, so y'all better succeed, or else why am I here? So that turned around the whole day, and yeah, it suddenly was a good day. Yeah, it was a good day suddenly, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So tell me about your day. Did you manage to write out? Because you remember yesterday's homework, or rather today's homework, you were supposed to look for 20 things for you to be grateful for about your occupation, whether you're working or not. What are the 10 things that you're grateful for? I'm going to read Matabo's thing in the meantime. This journey has been teaching me to trust God more. I just realized that I've been wanting to control. That makes a lot of sense. I think a lot of us want that, you know. Control gives you the delusion or the illusion that you are safe. Like, if I can control it, I can keep my safety. If I know what's going on, then I'm gonna be safe. That's what your brain thinks. Like, because something happened when you were younger and you had no control over it. Now you're thinking that if you are old, you must control everything for you. It thinks that it's going to prevent you from going through the same thing that you went through, so it wants you to have control. I remember I had a guy client that was so obsessive with his mom, and I was just like, this is weird. Like, this obsession with your mom, like, when are you gonna have your own life and build your own? Because he was quite old, maybe not that old, but like my age, no, but younger than me. And I was like, there's something that we need to work with here. There is no way that you can want to be in so much control of how your mom lives her life and whatever. And then when we were doing the work, we found that when he was younger, his mom lost their house, you know, through whatever happened, maybe get retrenchment, maybe get whatever. But she lost the house, and he felt so out of control that he's just like, there's no ways that I can let that happen ever again. So now he's become a control freak, and he wants to control everyone and everything. But it exhausts your nervous system. That thing is going to make you sick. Your nervous system wants ease. That's like the fact of the matter. Your nervous system always wants ease. It doesn't want anything that stresses it. So control, worry, shame, whatever it is, you are just literally creating sicknesses in your body, in your stress in your nervous system. And the one thing that you're supposed to not be stressing is your nervous system, because you only have one. So please, please try to relax it as much as possible. But yesterday's homework, did you guys manage to write 20 things? Just say yes, no, whatever you want to say. Don't just be. The reason why I'm going live is so that we can interact, not for you guys to just look at me and not say anything. Then there's no point. I might as well just do a video. Video is going to take me 10 minutes and I'm out. But we spent 30 minutes here to an hour because I want to interact. So don't be a spectator and just watch and not say anything, please. So yesterday's homework was for you to write 20 things that you are grateful for about your occupation. Hello, Christopher. About your occupation. That's what you needed to write on yesterday. And whether you are employed or unemployed, you're supposed to look for something, right? Or whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're whatever, you were supposed to write about that and find things to be grateful for. And I have given like a few examples on, if you're unemployed, what you can, as examples, what you can be grateful for, even if you are not where you want to be, right? And then your manager, if your manager is stressing you, you complaining about your manager is not going to change that, right? So you needed to. And the comments are coming in, but I can't see. Okay, we're back. Okay, it looks like we're back. Hi, guys. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh, there's no one in the live. Okay, perfect. Egon, what's your name properly so that I can talk to you properly? I'm back. Okay, cool. Sorry, my network is bad today. I feel like every time it drains, the network is horrible. So please bear with me. Please bear with me. But we have to be grateful for the little times that we have network. Okay? So even if it gives us 5 seconds, we are grateful for the 5 seconds, and then when we go down, come back, we're grateful for the next 5 seconds. We'll just carry on like that. Okay, I needed to read your comments. Oh, I was responding to Aegon. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I hope that I'm not pronouncing it incorrectly. So we are doing a 21-day gratitude challenge. I'm a transformational specialist. I help people heal their limiting beliefs so they can live the life that so they can finally live the life that God has created for them, right? So if you go through my page, you can see that there's development, self-development, there is gratitude work, there's different things that I do just to make sure that you guys are growing and becoming a better version of yourself, right? That's what my page is about. So it's not about vibes, not about vlogs, not about that. It's about real transformation. It's about transformation. That's what my page is about. So I wanted to answer you. And then Paul said, today it threw her off. Today, even for me, like I had to take control because I realized that if I don't, you know, when we say nip it in the bud, or we say, look, that thing, yeah, that thing where you need to catch something before it even goes crazy. I realized that if I don't do that, I'm allowing whatever is going on to continue. I had to nip it in the bud. When I got to work immediately and I realized I'm spiraling, I took my book and I went and I wrote and I stayed in the gratitude because I saw that. But this always happens, guys. I promise you. It's like when you fast, it's either you're going to get attacked during the fast or right after the fast. Right after the fast, something's going to happen that's going to contradict what you've been doing. The same goes with gratitude. The same goes with gratitude. As you're busy doing your gratitude work, mid gratitude, trust me. Trust me, weird things start happening. And then this is when you need to really practice your stronghold onto something and really, that's why I think every day since we started the lives, I've been saying, learn to control your mind, learn to control your mind, learn to control your subconscious mind. I've been saying that. It almost feels like I could anticipate what is coming. I could anticipate that something is coming there that is going to knock us off if we're not strong enough. And I feel like today was that day. It was that day where we almost got knocked off. But the fact that you're still here and you still have a chance to turn around, I want you to give yourself grace and we're starting again. Just know that it's not over until it's over. And these things happen. Like it's so it's not normal, but it's like usual. It happens. It happens during gratitude or during a fast. These 2 times. I think because of you are ascending to another level, like you are ascending. So that ascension is the one that creates such things. So I'm not surprised. If I wasn't surprised that I was going through a lot today as well. I was just like, you know what? But because I understand what's going on, I don't let it happen because I understand. Okay. Let me fix this quickly. And then that was Paul. And then I'm cutting my back. Yeah, I've removed the Wi-Fi now. And I'm using data, so I can't be here for long because it's gonna finish my data. My network is horrible, so let's get into it. Quickly. Okay, so Levi, you were saying that it was hard for you to find gratitude, and this is why we need to specifically force our brains to look for the gratitude, right? It's not something that is just going to happen. It is something that we need to go in and look for it and have. It's like wana osamameling. It is up to you. Like if you let the child not listen, they're not gonna listen. Even when the visitors are here, you can't now want to say, "Hi, my child, hey, you know, those children." Ish, fun. Those children that show their parents flames and then the parents act shocked when the children act out because of these visitors. So you need to learn how to control that mind and force yourself and be grateful for small things like you're going to get water. Instead of focusing on wanting to be grateful for unemployment and it's hard, focus on be grateful for the other things. Like I'm grateful that I can go and have the water whenever I want to. I'm grateful that I'm home and it's raining. Today it was raining a lot. People got wet. You are not. Force yourself to look for those things. Look for the light when there's dark, and that's how the light comes out. So quickly, let's get into that. Nice to meet you, Egon. We go live every day at 7:30, so I hope that you're going to join us. But we're already on day 8, so please go watch the videos from day 0 to day 7, and then today's day 8, so that you are able to catch up with us, right? Okay, cool. So today what we're going to do, we are going to do day number 8. Day number 8 is very similar to day 7. They're very similar, but only if your problem is employment. That's why they are similar. If your problem is something else, then they're not similar. So day number 8 is about getting yourself out of a situation, out of a negative situation, by being grateful, right? Using gratitude to get yourself out of a negative situation. So I want you to think about a situation that you are currently struggling with right now. Whatever the situation is, it could be illness, it could be a broken relationship, it could be a business that is not going well, it could be a child that is not doing well or that you guys are fighting, any situation that right now it is difficult for you. That's what we are going to do. Let's say, for example, your situation is the fact that you are single and you really want to be in a relationship. That's your situation. And then your situation is your health. So whatever the situation is, how the other days we were specifically working on a certain thing, like it was just work, it was just health, it was just food. Today we are working on a situation. So whatever that situation is, I want you guys, just one situation. We're going to work with one situation at a time, right? We're not going to mix, because then you are everywhere. Just one situation. So I want you to think about that situation now. Is it work? Is it the fact that you want your own place? It's because of your place is not working out. It's like whatever that you want, promotion, money, whatever the situation is. I want you to think about that situation right now. And I want you to think about how have you been treating the situation? Have you been complaining about this situation? Have you been complaining about this situation instead of being grateful? Have you been going around and complaining and telling everybody that, oh, I'm unemployed? Or have you been saying, Mang, we are fighting, this and this is happening, right? Over and over again. Like, how have you been treating this situation? Hey, Boyo, how have you been treating this situation? Honestly, like from an honest sense of it. Like, hey, Eric, I think you're gone already. From an honest sense of it, like, how have you been treating the situation? Have you been complaining or have you been grateful for the situation? Because every situation is part of your journey. If it wasn't part of the journey, it wouldn't have happened. Painful, sad, and whatever, it is part of the journey. When God said, I know the plans, some plans, part of the plans are to either grow us, prune us, or give us what we want. But at the end, we know that there's prosperity, right? So I want you to think about that situation and really think about, how have I been handling this situation mentally? How have I been handling it? Have I been ignoring it to say, it's going to set itself out? Or have I been complaining about it to people? Have I been talking about it, thinking that I'm facing it because I'm talking about it a lot? Or have I been grateful for this situation and knowing that it is giving me something? It is helping me get somewhere. Oh, yay. Thank you so much. It is helping me get somewhere. It is doing something for me. Like, how have I been handling the situation that I have been going through? Because there is something to learn in every situation. 1 second. You can switch that back on because I'll use this. Are you tired? Okay, sure. Okay. So in every situation, there is something to be grateful for. It doesn't matter what the situation is, there is something to be grateful for. So what are you doing? Are you grateful or are you complaining? Right? So today, what we're going to do is that we're going to take this situation. In this situation, find 10 things to be grateful for. Let me give you an example. If you are having a problem with your dad, right? Instead of complaining that my dad is doing this, my dad is doing this, we're fighting, we're doing this, I want you to be grateful for your dad. Write 10 things about your dad that you're grateful for. Similar to what we did with relationships, but now it is with a particular person, right? That is stressing you. Or your situation is single, like the fact that you're single and you've been praying for a partner, but it's not working out. I want you to go and be grateful for the fact that you are single, and write 10 things that you're grateful about being single. You're grateful for about being single. You're going to write 10 things that you're grateful for about the situation that you are in, right? And if the situation that is that big in your life is it's unemployment, then you're going to have to find other 10 things. It's going to be hard, but it wouldn't grow you if it wasn't hard, right? It wouldn't grow you. If the problem, Simon was here, he was struggling with his childhood and forgiving that, I assume. If he is here, I don't know, because I can't see everyone that's here. Go write the things that you're grateful for about your childhood. This is the situation. The situation is the fact that I can't let go of my childhood because of whatever happened, and now I'm here, I'm in this mess. Go back to the childhood and find 10 things to be grateful for about that situation. Do you guys understand? So that is what tomorrow's thing is about. It's about using gratitude to get out of a situation. And the only way that you're going to get out of a situation is by being grateful. Complaining about it is going to make the situation worse. Talking negative about it is going to make the situation worse. Telling everybody about how messy this thing is going to make the situation worse. It's not going to help you in any way. But going in and say, okay, this is happening. Let's say you're having a difficult boss or a difficult colleague. Like yesterday we did the bosses. Maybe today is the colleague. Like this person is just impossible. What are those things that you can be grateful for about when it comes to this person? When it comes to this situation, whatever the situation, you have an aunt that is driving you crazy. It's always coming in to shout at you. I want you to be grateful for that and find 10 things to be grateful for. And they are there. It's just a matter of what do you want to focus on. And whatever that you focus on grows. We know this. Whatever that you put your attention to grows. So we want gratitude to grow, not complaining. So the more you focus on the great things, the more great things you get, because we attract what we reflect. So the more you are sending out complaints, the more you're gonna get back complaints. So now here's the situation: illness, whatever it is. Here it is. It is stressing you. You cannot sleep. You can't stop talking about it. Find that situation that you can't stop talking about, or you can't stop thinking about. That's the situation that we're working with today. That one, that if a neighbor came and you would want to tell them about that, or even if you know those people that think that they are private so they don't talk much, but you're actually talking to yourself because you're always stressed. Or if you can see that I'm escaping, man, I'm just focusing on other things instead of what I'm supposed to be focusing on. It's because of you avoiding this thing, right? So this is what I'm saying. So that's what the homework is today. Find 10 things to be grateful for in your situation. If it's an illness, find things, because most of the time we all appreciate our bodies only when we are sick. You don't know today. If you've never been sick with your womb, you'll never appreciate your womb. You'll never say thank you for my womb that is operating fine every month. Unless you don't have a headache. Until you have a headache, you're just like, oh my God, oh, I appreciate my head so much because you have a headache. So you only appreciate things when they're gone. You know that thing out, you see what I was with when I'm gone. We appreciate things when we're gone. Your job, besides yesterday, when was the last time you said thank you for your job and appreciated it? Or do you take it for granted? Because if you're not grateful, you are taking that thing for granted. So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to go and deal with the situation, because chances are this situation is worse because you didn't appreciate it. chances are this situation is worse because of you are not sitting down and intentionally being grateful. You are sitting and complaining and complaining and complaining. And now things are worse. Yes, inconveniences will happen, like small inconveniences will happen, right? But if you are grateful about something, it doesn't create like a huge deal. The fact that this thing is rocking your world, there's like a storm in this, then there is, you also played a role in making this thing a storm. It could have been just a simple thing, and then you use gratitude, then it turns it around, or or you let it go, and then you see a storm. But same goes for relationships. It starts hanging, then you start, you're complaining every day, every day, every day, every day, every day about this thing, about this person that's doing this. Then you have a storm in your hands. Or your health. Instead of saying, I'm grateful, when you have a pain and you say you're grateful, instead of saying that, you start complaining about, then it gets worse. So wherever you are, whatever the storm is, I want you to take that storm. And complaining about being single and wanting a person, you're even going to be more single. You're going to be single. You're going to stay single for as long as you're complaining about it. That's not going to help you find. And I know that we will be grateful for 3 days, then we fall. Guys, that's normal. Like, that's normal. As long as you realize that I've fallen, let me come back. Just don't let the falling stay fallen. Just come back. I know I'm using bad English today, but you get what I mean. Come back. Come back. Allow yourself to fall, but don't stay down. Don't stay down. I'm not saying that you guys are not going to be perfect and not be feeling anything. I don't live like that. If you know me, you'll know that I fall a lot. But what I don't do is stay down, because I know if I'm down, then I'm allowing this thing to overpower me. I'm allowing this thing to take over my life. So that's your homework for today. For day 8, you're going to find a situation and then be grateful for that situation. Find 10 things to be grateful for that situation. If it's employment, it's unemployment, you're going to go back and find more. If it is your partner, you're going to go find things. If it's being single, you're going to go find things. If it's money, if you are always broke, okay, we don't even use the word broke, but if you, like you've said you're broke, so I hope you've cancelled that thing out, because we don't use the word broke here. But if you don't have money right now, I want you to find things to be grateful for not having money. I know it's difficult, and I know that it's going to crack up your brain. That's the point. That's the point. We are trying to challenge your mind from wanting to think in a certain way. We want you to get to think in a certain way. That's the point of the challenge. But now the choice is yours. Are you going to allow it to take you down, or are you going to go up? All right. Okay, cool. Now let me go to your questions. Question 1, when I need to be grateful for a difficult situation, my mind tricks me into believing that being grateful for it will amplify it and prolong it, but I know that's not true. That is very true, and that used to happen to me even more. Like when I started doing some somatic work, right? Somatic work wants you to agree to say it's okay to feel a certain thing. And I'm like, what do you mean it's okay? Like, it makes it, in the beginning, my mind would say to me, what do you mean it's okay? It means you are perpetuating it. You're saying it must stay. But no, when you're saying it's okay, you're allowing it to have the space. You're not rejecting it. You're allowing it to say, I accept you the way you are. I accept you for who you are, whether you are sad, whether you're bad, or you're frustrated, whatever. And when I understood that, I realized that how I trick my feelings to get out of my body is by saying it's okay for me to feel like this. But if I say, I want it gone, then it stays here for longer. So it's like, you almost like you're giving it space to breathe, and you're giving it space to be. And then once that is done, it's gonna go. Like, it takes you longer to get rid of a feeling that you don't want than it does to get rid of a feeling that you actually want, or you accept. Not want, but accept, right? So when your mind says being grateful is prolonging it, then you say it's fine. I'm going to be grateful anyways, because of gratitude helps me surrender. It helps me surrender. So me saying I'm grateful for it, it's because I'm surrendering. So remember, you're not being necessarily grateful for the unemployment as an example, but you're grateful for the things that are happening while you're unemployed, right? So with the father situation, here's the father, wash up. So you're not going to say, I'm grateful that my father is beating me up. You're going to say, I'm grateful that my father, because of his sperm, gave me life. I'm grateful that my father bought me a house. So you're not necessarily being grateful. You're finding things to be grateful for in the situation, if that makes sense. So you're not grateful for the actual unemployment, but you're grateful that because you're unemployed, you have time. Because you're unemployed, you are able to spend time with your family. Because you're unemployed, this is what you're going to do. So you're not, you guys get me? Like, you're not being grateful for the thing, but you're grateful for the things that are happening inside of that. Does that make sense? Please tell me if it makes sense. You appreciate your job. Good. Now you're going to find a situation that is frustrating you that you're not appreciating. Work with that. Work with that situation, because we all have something. We all have something that is just driving us crazy, and it's just like, let's work with it. I don't complain about this situation, but it is stressing me so much, and have this thought that creates a worse situation. Because you are quiet, it means you are unavoided. You're avoidant. You know what I mean? You being quiet doesn't mean that you are grateful. And this is the mistake that we all make. Because you are quiet, it's like the person that says when they're supposed to confront certain things and they don't, and they're thinking that they are better off because of I didn't speak, I didn't fight. You are worse off because of internally you are going through turmoil. You are going through turmoil, right? And when I teach about relationships, I say there's an anxious person and then there's an avoidant person. The anxious person wants to talk about this thing right now, like as the situation happens, we must fix it right now. And then the avoidant person will say, I need my space, we'll talk later. And none of them are secure. And if we were to come back, we would need you to be a secure person, right? So we want you to not, if you were grateful for the situation, if you were genuinely not complaining, it wouldn't be stressing you, because you would have let go. You would have surrendered. You would have said, I'm grateful that I'm here. So why must you stress? You cannot, I said this in the beginning, you cannot be grateful and stressed. You cannot be grateful and sad. You cannot be grateful and fearful. These two things do not coexist. Just like the Bible says, faith and fear cannot coexist. You either have faith or you have fear. You can't have two things. So you cannot be grateful and stress. These two things are not the same. And not that we say to you, I don't want you to complain. I want you to be grateful. The fact that you are quiet, it doesn't mean that you are grateful. And I hope that you get that. So even when you are quiet, in your silence, you're supposed to be feeling so calm and so content because you are grateful. So the fact that you are stressed, it means you are not grateful. You are not grateful. So where we're moving you, we're not moving you to being quiet and not complain. We're moving you from complaining to grateful. There is a two that we're getting to, not from complaining to being quiet. So I'm not going to say anything. No. Because when you're not saying anything, you're actually saying something. Like I said the other day, the people that don't confront people, they confront themselves. So you're not going to tell me that I've hurt you, but deep down you are hurt and you're spinning and you're talking internally. That is even worse. That is even worse than somebody that is actually speaking up. Laban. So I want you to be grateful for the situation, or what is going on within the situation. What is going on inside? What are the things that you can be grateful for? You can't be grateful for an abusive partner, right? You can't. But what I want you to do, well, because you need to be getting out of there, by the way, so there's no way around it. But until you have an exit plan, and if you're not ready to leave yet, in the meantime, there are certain things that you can be grateful for around this person. Maybe they've shown you the best things in life. They've taken you to places that you've never been to. You know what I mean? You are not grateful for the fact that they are beating you up, but you're grateful that there's certain things that had happened that is going to calm your nervous system down. It's going to calm it down so that you're no longer surviving. And when you're no longer surviving, you can think clearly. And then now you can be like, oh, okay, cool. Now I can leave. We're not saying be grateful to stay there, but we're saying be grateful so that your nervous system can calm down. When you're on survival mode, you can't fix anything. It can calm down. When it's calm, you can think clearly. You can think clearly and say, okay, what am I going to do with the situation if you must do something? Or am I giving it to God and let it? It helps you surrender, guys. Gratitude helps you surrender and realize that I don't need to do anything because there's somebody else that's doing this work. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Oh my God, I have so much editing today because my thingy froze and I don't edit these lives, but now it's going to be weird. Does that make sense? Do we understand? And then obviously, guys, remember, you still need to do your gratitude rock. At least I have a story for my gratitude rock. My client that said she got a job, that's my gratitude rock. You need to think about something that has happened for you the whole day, that one thing that you are grateful for. Say thank you, kiss your rock, and put it inside. Even if the gratitude is just the fact that you're alive. We don't live coding where there must be a party every day. There must be something big every day. No, we don't live in movies. Something small, something mundane. Problem about human beings is that if there's no excitement, we're thinking that we're not existing. We want to exist in excitement, and that is not sustainable because we saw it in the movies. Human beings don't live like that. So something as small as you living, you making it for the day, you having your good meal, even if I had crackers and rice cake and peanut butter for the first time today, I was like, oh my God, this is so delicious. So between that and my client, I already had a good day, So something that's small, like it doesn't have, today I remembered to say thank you for my water. That is a good thing. Be grateful for that. You can't live pop champagne every day. It is not sustainable. Not that it's not only realistic, but it's not sustainable. It is not sustainable because of you are also putting your nervous system under pressure to handle that. Anyways, no one lives like that. No one lives like that. Anyway, so don't try to live like that. Don't try to create a life, because then you're always going to feel like you're not there. You're going to feel like there's something to get to. You're going to feel like, oh, I'm going to be happy when this happens. I'm going to be happy when I get there. Instead of being happy where you are today, you're continuously going to live for tomorrow. And that is exhausting. Trust me, I've been there. It's exhausting to live for tomorrow. You forget to appreciate the things that you have today. You forget the life that you have today. You forget to appreciate the people that you have today because of you're continuously thinking about tomorrow. That tomorrow, maybe when I get married, I'll be happy. Maybe when I have a child, I'm going to be happy. When I have this, I'm going to be happy. When this happens, I'm going to be happy. You are never going to be happy. You are never, because you're going to get to those points and you're like, oh, then you're going to want something else. You're going to continue wanting. And the goalpost is always going to keep moving. You are never going to be happy if you don't learn to be happy right now where you are. If you don't learn to be happy today, even when you get that thing, you are not going to be happy because of one, you would have attracted it from a space of desperation, and there's a chance that it's going to give you misery because of some people were like, yo, I got the job that I wanted, but damn, the manager is horrible. It's because of you attracted that person, that job from a space of desperation. You're going to get into a relationship because not every day, no relationship. You're going to get into a relationship with somebody that abuses you because we are desperate for a relationship. Laban. Are we fine? I need to log off now. Are we good? Are we good? Do you guys understand today's homework? I want to make sure that you guys heard it and you were clear. Please say something before I log off. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Hello, Asha. As long as you behave in my life, I'm not going to put you on timeout. Don't worry. As long as you behave, I don't put you on timeout. Are you guys fine? Okay, perfect. Just one yes is good for me. All right, so do that homework, and then I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Remember the rock. Remember to write 10 other things that you're grateful for. Guys, the point of this is to get gratitude into the granular. Like, I want you to even say, I'm grateful for the couch that I'm sitting on because I can be comfortable. Like, I want you to get to that point. This is why I'm saying, be grateful for this. Find something to be grateful for. There's always something. Even if it's TV, it gives you entertainment. If it's Wi-Fi, you are able to connect. Just find something to be grateful for. It's there. It's waiting for you to just see it and recognize it. Okay.